you know, we're talking about this, and there's a couple of stations in Australia that I'm thinking of. We could talk about that for a minute. And
you were there this summer as well.
I was there actually in March. I was there all of March. I missed South by last year. I keep forgetting it's 2012, so it's a new year. So last year, there was a couple of amazing roots DJs. And so some of the stations are like, what they do is they have like one DJ that'll have like a 4-hour show, and he'll just, you know, do all the roots Americana stuff, and that's where I kind of have a name from getting played there. Okay. And
so different DJs bring in different stuff, just like it was back in the early 70s.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then it might be on a station where, you know, like, and then after that it'll change to rhythm and blues, and then it'll change to, you know, like talk radio. And so it'll be a main station. It'll be the most, you know, the biggest station in town, and you'll just be with that DJ. He'll be the Howard Stern of the, you know, or whatever, you know. And of course, I don't know if Howard Stern would ever play any of my songs or not, but sorry, well, I'm getting off track here. I'm starting to think about, probably would play me if I took my clothes off in the studio.
I was just thinking the same thing.
That probably never happened, right? You know, I was like, no. But so yeah, and then I've been in places like Switzerland, and I've had the same DJs that have been playing my music, and since I first went there was in 1988. And those same DJs will still be coming around, and they're, you know, they're lifers. You know, they've been doing this a long time. In 1988, that was a long time ago that I've been getting played. And they're true to you, and they'll still play. You know, they'll play the new stuff. You know, and then I went to Sweden about, I guess this was like 4 years ago, and this guy was a record store owner, and he came up to me, and he had taken all the CD covers out of the jewel boxes. He had a stack that was almost 2 inches high. It was 40 CD covers. And he sat there and he said, would you sign all 40 of these? And I'm like, 40? How did you get? And I was like, oh my God. If you count how many CDs I've been either singing on somebody else's track or a compilation that I was on. 4 years ago I was, and now it's even more, you know. I said, well, no wonder people know who I am. I'm on 40 CDs. You know. So, yeah, you do really get appreciated over there, and it's nice. It makes you feel, you know, really special, and people are over there, and they know who you are.
You're special here at KPFT, and we're glad to have you
you
come
guys
in
are
and sing
special
for us.
Too.
And we are special, and I hope people out there who are listening respect us enough to help pay the bills. I always like to say, look, if you're along on this musical journey, can you throw in a couple bucks for gas? Just to get us.
It's worth it.
It is. It really is. Because radio station, how many radio stations have you played live on in Houston?
This is probably the only one, but you guys play all the good stuff. You know, when you come through town, you just have the station on. You look for it because you know you're going to hear some cool music. You'll be able to catch up on who the latest Texas artists are and what cool songs are out there. And you know, you just can't just find that anywhere. By the way, I was going to ask you, because I started doing this since I have an iPhone with apps. Do you guys have an app where I can download and go to your music anytime I want? Is that possible?
You used to, but you can't anymore. But you can listen for 14 days. It goes up.
You can go to the archives for 14 days, but you can't download it. But you can listen. You can go to a like.
But you can on your computer, right? Talk in the mic
so
we can hear you.
After you, 15 minutes after the show is over, you can go right into the archive. You have 14 days you can listen to it, and then, but you can't download it anymore.
Oh, all right. That's all right.
And yeah, there is an app.
Okay.
So there is an app?
I think so.
Because we need to tell people about that.
We do.
Yeah. And you know, I'd like to donate.
Yes.
2 Rosie CDs to your drive.
I love it.
So.
And that's Girl of the Century.
Actually, I'm all sold out. I sold out at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Good for you.
So I'm going to donate Single Rose
and
Speed of Sound.
Okay, very nice.
And so
I've got one of each. If you want it, $90 pledge. It's 713-526-5738. You're not going to get this kind of music anywhere else in Houston. Of course, live on the radio. Even this lady just came from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and I guarantee both of our classic rock radio stations don't even know who she is. How sad is that?
Well, it's all right. You know, it's that is why I brought Wanda Jackson and Janice Martin out, because sometimes people need to find out about people, you know, and I'll get found out about someday.
You have, you know, yeah. You see, but when you do that, I'm going to stop playing you. So I hope you stay underground.
Yeah, I like staying underground. I like being the outside artist.
There you go. We've got Rosie Flores with us live in the KPFT studios. We are in the middle of pledge drive. We're going to wrap this thing up in 30 minutes. So give us a call, 713-526-5738. A couple of Rosie Flores CDs on the table. Only 2 of them, so get them while you can. Now, the one you sold out of, Girl of the Century.
Right.
Oh, we're going to hear You're the One off of this. You want to introduce this song?
Sure. I had this song in my back pocket for several years when I was living in L.A. This guy used to give me all these cassette tapes with all these songs that he thought I should record. And one of my favorites was a list of Everly Brothers kind of demos, stuff that they had never really put out. And this song, You're the One, was just a demo with one guitar, and I think it was Don Everly singing it and lead on it. And so it's called You're the One. So here's my Everly Brothers cover.
All right, and before we do that, tell us where people can find you online.
You can find me online all kinds of places. Just Google Rosie Flores.
Okay.
And I do have a website, rosieflores.com. You can go there and you can sign up to be on my mailing list. If you want to find out about Janice Martin's record, go to Kickstarter.com and type in the name Janice Martin, and there's a little video, and you can see that we raised money, and you can find out about her. And that record will be out in the spring. So look, just follow me around. I'm doing really fun stuff, folks. And,
yeah, you're doing custom paintings as well, and you can find out about that at your website, I'm sure.
If you want some paintings, I do that. And, yeah, I'm staying busy.
Good for you. Hey, thanks for taking time out of your day for us. It's a pleasure. And,
Thank you.
You bet.
I'll come back and see you anytime.
Hey, I'll see you tomorrow.
Okay, all right.
But I won't be here, so wait till Monday.
Well, everybody, come on down to the Corner Pub in Conroe.
There you go.
I don't say it as well as you do.
Corner Pub in Conroe tomorrow night. And do you have any idea what time you start tomorrow?
I believe we are going to start at 9 p.m.
Okay.
8 or 9. We'll get there at 8 just in case I'm mixed up. So.
All right, sounds good. Have a great time, and thanks for coming over.
You bet. Thanks for having me.
We'll see you soon.
Pledge on, folks.
Pledge on. Rosie Flores on KPFT.
All right, that was
You're
fun.
awesome.
You made it easy and fun.
You make it easy. No.